Hi, welcome to my channel and life. Most people wait for motivation, that spark that makes everything suddenly feel easy. But motivation fades. It burns bright for a moment, then disappears like smoke in the wind. What truly builds success is not what you do once, but what you do every day, especially when you don't feel like it. Think about people like Cristiano Ronaldo, Elon Musk, or Bill Gates. They didn't rise because they were always inspired. They rose because they stayed consistent, even on the days no one was watching. But what happens when life feels slow and results don't come? Can one small act of daily discipline really change everything? Let's find out. Once in a small town surrounded by hills lived a young man named Arun. He dreamed of becoming a great writer, to touch people's hearts with his words. But dreams are easy. It's the doing that's hard. Every morning he would wake up, stare at a blank page, and then stop. I'll write tomorrow, he'd tell himself. Days passed, then weeks. He read about famous authors and watched videos on success, feeling inspired for a few hours, but never taking real action. One evening, his teacher, an old man named Mr. Raghav, found him sitting silently under a tree. "What troubles you, Arun?" he asked. "I want to be a writer," Arun said softly, "but I can't stay motivated." The teacher smiled. "Do you know what discipline means?" he asked. Arun shook his head. "Discipline," the teacher explained, "means doing what you must, even when you don't feel like it." The next morning, Arun decided to change. He set a simple rule: I will write for just 10 minutes every day. The first day was easy. The second day, boring. By the fifth day, his mind screamed to quit. What's the point? 10 minutes won't change anything, he thought. But then he remembered his teacher's words. Small steps become great journeys when taken every day. So he kept writing. Sometimes only a few lines. Sometimes pages. Rain or shine, happy or tired, he sat down to write. Months passed. His friends mocked him. "You're wasting time." But deep inside, something was changing. He started to enjoy the process, not just the goal. One night, he reread everything he had written, and realized he had completed an entire book. Tears filled his eyes. The boy who once couldn't start had now finished something real. Still, doubt crept in. What if no one reads it? What if I fail? Yet again, he remembered his teacher's voice. Consistency is not about success. It's about becoming the person who deserves it. Arun gathered courage and published his small book online. Days later, he received his first reader comment. "Your words gave me hope." It wasn't fame or money, but it was something far greater, proof. Proof that his small daily effort had touched another heart. Slowly, his following grew. Publishers began to notice his work. A year later, Arun stood on a stage, signing copies of his second book. He smiled, remembering the boy who once waited for motivation to begin. Now he understood the truth. Motivation starts the journey, but discipline finishes it. Consistency isn't glamorous. It's quiet, ordinary, and often unseen. But it's also the strongest force in the world because it shapes who we become. When you wake up tomorrow, don't wait to feel ready. Start, even if it's small, even if it's messy. Because when you repeat one small action every day, life begins to change in ways you can't imagine. Sparkle's moral: motivation gives you a start, but consistency gives you success. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.